Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of Rainbow Six Reinforcements. I'm Matt, joined by Jordan.
Hello.
And we are talking the Rainbow Six Siege Invitational 2018. It's all kicked off, it's been going for 2 days so far. 16 teams have been competing. Half of the top spots have kind of been fixed out now. We know who's in it. So Jordan, tell me who's in the finals.
So of the 8 spots so far, so what's happened is we've had 2 days of group stages. The teams that have won both of their matches are in through the finals. So those are Pentasports, Rogue, Black Dragons, and FaZe.
So some of those not huge surprises. You know, we all expected kind of Penta to be up there. FaZe last night doing incredible kind of work, phenomenal games. Some of the nicest kind of performances I've seen in Rainbow over the years. But obviously that means that we've got these guaranteed people that are in the final, but the rest is still to play for, right?
Yeah.
So we've got a few groups to go through. Tell me about what's going on in Group A.
So this is the final day of competition now. What's going to happen is we're going to decide the teams that win today are in, the teams that win are out, and obviously 4 teams have already been kicked. So we're on Group A, EG versus 1UP Esports. EG, of course, Evil Geniuses, used to be Continuum, the only team to win an Invitational. So they've won both so far. They haven't looked great this year in general. They look strong, but I think they're a safe win compared to 1UP Esports, who haven't really competed that much this year.
So who's in Group B?
Group B is Team Liquid versus Mindfreak. It's going to be a close one regardless.
Okay.
I reckon Team Liquid will do it based on their performances so far. Mindfreak have looked really unstable whenever they've had a sort of close match. They've even sort of got the term mind throw applied to them a few times. They very nearly lost as well just for the qualifying. So I don't hold out a huge amount of hope for the Australian team. But Team Liquid have looked strong so far. Definitely not one of the strongest sides. Wouldn't back them once they make it into the finals. But yeah,
for now.
Yeah, for now, I think they'll coast through. To be honest.
Sure. So how about C? Who's there?
In C, we've got Supremacy versus Yeah Gaming, which has an exclamation mark on the end.
No,
so
you've got to pronounce that. You've got to get that.
Yeah.
Right. So I've not heard of Yeah Gaming.
No,
these guys are new, right?
They're a new. So it's a team that have bought one of the, I think, Latin American rosters. They're not particularly well known, regardless. They haven't done great so far. You know, one lost one, same as Supremacy, but it's too close to call. We haven't seen a huge amount of either side in competition this year, especially not high up. So these are the kinds of matches where you don't know for sure who's going to make it, because we haven't seen who's really got like the bottle, so to speak.
Sure. So that takes us into our final group. That's Group D. Who's competing here?
Right. So in Group D, we've got ENTS versus Eins. We're all really surprised to see ENTS having to fight for this match, to be honest. But they lost 10-1 to FaZe.
Shocking, really.
So and it wasn't that FaZe outstratted them. They actually outfragged them, and they played a really simple game, to be honest. And ENTS just weren't able to react. Which actually suggests Eins could do the same. They've got some of the best mechanical players. This is the Japanese team that competed in Sao Paulo as well. You'd still back ENTS though. They've got a great history at high-level competition. They've been to every single quarterfinals that Siege Pro League has ever had. So if they didn't make it to this one against one of the weaker sides, you'd be pretty surprised.
So that's everything we can expect from the upcoming matches of the Pro League as we work into the finals of the Invitational this year. But obviously the Invitational is not just about the sport of Rainbow Six, it's also about the game itself. 2 massive reveals coming this year. Jordan, explain what we've got. Okay,
so we've got a full reveal for Operation Chimera, which is the 2 new operators. No new map this season. That's coming on Saturday the 17th. This will be at 9:45 Central European Time, or 3 PM Eastern Time if you're on the East Coast of America.
Cool.
The second major reveal is for Mission Outbreak. So this is the 4-week co-op event. We've covered quite a lot on this channel. That's the next day, so Sunday the 18th at 7 PM Central European Time or 1 PM Eastern Time.
Right, that's everything from this episode of Rainbow Six Siege Reinforcements. Hopefully you're now completely up to date on what's going on in the Invitational this year. And hopefully you've picked a team to support. Obviously that is the most important thing at this time of year. But until next time, please don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Good luck to the teams that you're supporting and have fun.